Hello everybody, welcome back to Drinks and a Movie. Chris Hampker here, and today we'll be talking about 10 Cloverfield Lane, the new thriller out that came out this weekend. But first, let's start with the drink. There is actually a drink, because I googled it. There's a drink called the Cloverfield. I don't know whether it has anything to do with the movie that came out in 2007, I believe, or this movie, but it's called the Cloverfield, so we're going to try it out. So what it is 1.5 parts whiskey, a half part blue curacao, 1 part lemon juice, and a dash of honey and a dash of bitters. Sounds good, so let's give it a shot. So here we go. We'll give the 1.5, and okay, I'm not gonna measure, because measuring's for suckers. No, I'm serious. If you want a good drink, you really need to measure your shit out. This is not the way to do it. This is, stupid. Next is the half measure of blue curacao. Holy shit. Blue curacao. Easy. Leave the money shot till the end. Wink. Alright. 1 measure of lemon juice. Come on, lemon juice. Alright. All poured into ice, into a shaker. A little bit of honey. A little bit of honey goes a long way. A little sweetness and a dash of bitters for the bitterness. Alright, let's cap this up. Give it a few shakes. Alright, and pour into your martini glass. Looks pretty good. Alright. Let's see how we did. Cheers, everybody. Here's to 10 Cloverfield Lane with the Cloverfield. Oh, this is good. This is dangerously good. I mean, you don't really need to be a big fan of any of the stuff. It's got that little bit of sour, a little bit of sweet, a little bit of bitters. It's kind of the best of all worlds here. And I gotta say, it's damn good. Cheers, everybody. Okay, so today we'll be talking about 10 Cloverfield Lane, and 10 Cloverfield Lane is the new thriller by director Dan Trachtenberg, starring John Goodman, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, and John Gallagher Jr. This movie has been described by the filmmakers, J.J. Abrams in particular, as being a blood relative of the found footage alien attack movie Cloverfield that came out, I think, 2007, 2008, and I think it's one of the movies that really did this found footage thing justice. It was really well done. It was fun. It was funny. It had great special effects, and I really enjoyed it. Some people, I don't know, didn't like it too much. I don't know why. I liked it. I thought it was great. I was excited about this movie, and this movie, just like the original Cloverfield, nobody knew it was being made. The original Cloverfield had that amazing trailer way back in the day, and this movie kind of did the same thing. The trailer came out about a month ago, nobody knew it existed, and then all of a sudden, surprise, Cloverfield movie, and it doesn't disappoint. So what I like most about 10 Cloverfield Lane is it felt very Hitchcockian, and I'm not saying this because I thought he stole from Hitchcock. Dan Trachtenberg, who's the director, I don't think he stole from it. I think he took what Hitchcock did and created this movie that kind of, screamed his suspenseful way of doing things. I totally mean this as a compliment. I mean, it felt like a Hitchcock movie, and that is great. Steven Spielberg did the same thing when he started his career. He borrowed and I think took heavily from Hitchcock, inspiration wise, and I think that's a great thing. I mean, Hitchcock was an amazing filmmaker, and this guy did the same thing. This is a movie about this girl who wakes up in a essentially like a bomb into the world bunker with John Goodman, and John Goodman explaining that he saved her life. She was in a car accident. I saved her life. I brought you here because everything up top has gone to hell. I mean, the air is bad. There's been some sort of attack, so we need to stay down here. Now, this thing is just tense from the very beginning because you don't really know. There's something wrong with the John Goodman character, and you don't really know where he's coming from, or if he's telling the truth, or if he's lying, or if he has problems. And so from the very beginning, you feel just trapped in this room with these three characters, and it's just very tense. So this movie works for two reasons, and I mentioned the director, who was great. The second is the performances by both John Goodman, who is just once again, movie after movie, just putting out amazing performances. He's always the person that you go, he stole the movie. He's a scene stealer. Now, he's one of the main characters in this, thankfully, but he is all over it, and he is just a class act. I mean, he's just an amazing character actor, and I just love that he's getting these meaty, juicy parts. The other is Mary Elizabeth Winstead is very good in this. This is probably her best performance. You want to root for her. She's a smart character. She's not an idiot, which is smart. Cheers, everybody. But she does really well in this movie. And John Gallagher Jr. Is really good too. And I had to look it up because I was like, I recognize this kid somewhere. I recognize him somewhere. Yeah, he's from Newsroom. If anybody saw the Aaron Sorkin show on HBO Newsroom, he was one of the reporters, and he's very good in that. He's in this. He doesn't get quite, the character development the other two get. I mean, he gets some good stuff, and he's a great addition to the cast. But it's pretty much Mary Elizabeth Winstead and John Goodman, and they are phenomenal in this. Okay, so just real quick, again, not a perfect movie. I had a couple of problems with it. The ending is one of the problems, and it's a small problem because it doesn't. A lot of times when there's kind of a bad ending or shaking ending, it kind of ruins the rest of the movie for you. This isn't the case. I mean, this movie is very solid and very well made. But the ending does feel kind of tacked on. It does feel out of place. It doesn't feel like it goes with the rest of the movie. And so it did take me out of it a little bit, which, is a little disappointing. Also, there isn't... The stuff connected to the original Cloverfield is not what is compelling about this movie. What's compelling is this claustrophobic situation that this girl's been put into, and trying to figure out who's good, who's bad, and how she's going to survive this. That's what's good about this movie, not the connection to Cloverfield. And the connection is very thin. If you're going into this movie thinking it's going to be explosions and excitement and aliens, really, pull that back a bit and realize that this is a psychological thriller with three characters and how they interact, and how the situation plays out. And if you go into it with that idea in mind, then it's a very effective movie. Okay, and to sum it up, delicious. Magic of TV. I have another. This is a really good drink. You guys should really try this one. I know I make a lot of drinks on this show, but this is one that I could drink on a regular basis. I don't really say that all that often. Okay, 10 Cloverfield Lane. To sum up, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very tense, great suspense thriller, and really well made, and great acting all around. So I'm going to give this movie a 4 out of 5 drinks. I was going to say 4.5, but I think 4 out of 5 drinks is very, is a very accurate rating. And so, yeah, here we go. Check out 10 Cloverfield Lane. It's actually pretty good, surprisingly, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, here's to you, everybody. Have a drink on me. Thank you so much for joining me. I was pleasantly surprised. So, question for the week, for the day, for the year, for the times. Let me know down in the comments what was your biggest surprise for a movie going into it. You weren't expecting much, but you're like, oh, this is actually very good. So let me know on that. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a drink on me. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.